Míle Fáilte from the Ludicrous Leprechaun. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this broadcast. To summarise this chapter, I intend to destroy the myth of rape culture in Ireland, although others can feel free to apply the same logic to the UK. To begin with, we have to define what rape culture means. In the broadest sense of the term, rape culture refers to societal acceptance and support of the rape of citizens of a country, in this case Ireland, i.e. the government says it's okay to rape. You would have thought that showing people the statutes in Irish law stating that rape is a criminal offence punishable by law would be enough to dispel this belief. However, this has not stopped large groups of people across Ireland proudly proclaiming we are all part of a rape culture. No, we need something bigger, something of epic proportions that can't be ignored to really hammer this point home. Enter Roosh V. The American Roosh V is what's known as a pickup artist, a glorified term for womanizer, and he's also a professional shite stirrer. I'm going to preface this section by saying I do not support Roosh V, have any connections to him, or really even like him. He's just the catalyst for my argument. Roosh made an announcement that he was going to hold meetings in Naas, Ireland, and various locations across the UK to introduce men to his doctrine with the promise that it would help them bed more women. Let's be honest, what man wouldn't enjoy that? However, because of Roosh's reputation, when the press found out about this, he was demonised and the meetings vilified on all media, including social media. The press led with headlines about how Roosh was a misogynist and, more importantly to this video, pro-rape. The public response in general was immediate and completely opposed to this pro-rape propaganda being spread to Irish men. There were protests organised, Naas City Council made official statements making their objections to this meeting clear, and social media was up in arms, many calling for harm to befall the potential attendees of Roosh's presentation, while others made more direct threats. At this point, I want to reiterate, I do not like Roosh, but for legal purposes I have to state he has never been convicted of rape, he has never officially supported rape, and he is on record as saying he is not pro-rape. Those points aside, I wish to focus on the public reaction to Roosh's meeting as opposed to the meeting itself, and this is the crux of my argument. The press, the civil authorities, the public in general, all rallied against what they believed was a meeting advocating rape. If we lived in a so-called rape culture, would Roosh not have been invited in, given a nice wee cup of tea and a pat on the back, while at the same time the government set the Garda in full riot gear on those pesky protesters? Instead, Roosh had to call off his presentations, stating that he could not guarantee the safety of the attendees. What actually occurred was the antithesis of what would happen in a rape culture, which leads to just one conclusion: there is no rape culture in Ireland. Now that I have destroyed that myth, it leaves more people to believe in us leprechauns. Slán.